I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. I was born in Western Lagos, actually. Lagos is fun. It's one of the best cities in Africa, not even Nigeria. And life in Lagos is kind of rough. You know, it's Africa. Everything about Africa is kind of rough, and let me just say it's fun. And I had my families, I had my friends. You know, everything is in my favor because I'm the youngest. So when I was growing up, all my brothers were like getting married. So I grew up, most of the time, I grew up with my parents, both my father and my mother. My father died 2009. So my childhood was it was fun, and I was being pampered a lot. I don't even go out, like I'm always indoor, I get everything I want. I went to a private school, and the school I went to, my dad was like the chairman of the school. I had a scholarship when I was in elementary school. And when I got to middle school, everything got pretty tough. I couldn't get it. I was fighting for the scholarship. I couldn't get a scholarship. Then when I was about to graduate, that was when I had to leave and come down into America. When I was coming to America, the only sad thing about it is I'm leaving Lagos, because I left tons of family and friends back there, and though I talk to them every day and I miss them so much. I arrived to America January 15, 2016. I arrived at BWI Airport at Baltimore, Maryland. And when I got to America, I was like, I think that was my most happiest moment in 2016. I was like, wow, I'm here. Yeah, I have a senior sister in Maryland. I used to live in Maryland from like January. I was living in Maryland from January to May before I moved here. And one of our uncles lived down here. So we're like, there's a very, very great connection. Like we talk all the time, like 2 hours, 3 hours on the phone. And he lives here alone. He's not married. He's a bachelor. So he said Faro is fun, and like I should come join him. And I was excited because I used to have drama with my sister back in Maryland. So I was so like, I want to leave Ireland. I want to come to a place where there is a guy like me. So then I came here. I spent 3 days on the road because I had to come with a bus. But then I got to Fargo and I realized everything in the city was just pure lies. So I'm a sophomore now, and I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very different, like 90% different from the way it used to be in Africa. Our teachers beat us. Whenever you just mess up a little bit, if you fail homeworks, tests and things like that, you get punished. And in classes too, like the way we do it, I don't know about other countries, but I don't think we use things like laptop in class. Like even phones are not even allowed in school premises. Even when I was here too, like I had the Nigerian mentality, like the way I do in class and everything. And I'm a soccer player, so I go to practice every day after school. And then when I get home, I'll get tired, and I read every night. And so then I'm just living like a triangle life. I wake up in the morning, I go to school. From school, I go to practice. From practice, I go home, I relax, eat, read, sleep. On weekends, I spend my time like just sitting indoor, relaxing. I play FIFA. I want to study law. I'm not saying I want to be a lawyer, but I want to study law. So I'm hoping to go to college to study law and play soccer. If you can take me out of Nigeria, you can't take the Nigeria out of me. I'm not used to the American culture and everything already, and I'm really, really having problems with that. Like my accent, I don't tell me it's very, very terrible. Like I have a deep African accent. Diversity, it's kind of tough. Like I used to be an African. I used to be in a place where there were black people. Where they were, all of a sudden I went to a different country. It's really difficult to blend in. Our life has been difficult in America so far because of things. And there was a time I was here that I don't even go out at all. Even to go to store, like I don't like going alone. Because when I try to communicate, I say the same thing almost 3 or 4 times. But I think it's getting better because people are getting to understand me too and fine. So life in America has been kind of tough.